Hello. Who wants to go to the beach? Raise your hand. Let's go. Can't go that way. So this is the famous Siesta Key beach. Actually, it's just called Siesta Beach. But it's on Siesta Key. And we are going to see the sunset. Hi, Kimberly. I know. Thank you for your prayers. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But first, we're going to walk to the beach. Beautiful Siesta Beach. This is a world-class beach. And according to this sign, it's the #1 beach in the country. Hi, Darla. It's not going to be the greatest sunset. There's a lot of cloud coverage, but it's still beautiful. Hey, Marita. Low-fat diet. Yep, that's what we're learning. So thank you guys so much for your concern about Muffin. And I find that when my dog or my husband had a health issue, that you guys were always so helpful. I will never forget the time that Ray, after he was doing, I think it was chemotherapy, and he was having trouble swallowing. It was horrible. Those of you who were with me back then will remember how Ray choked on everything and until he finally he shot a rabbit and he cooked it and he was trying to eat it and he loved it. It was so delicious to him. Me, not so much. Anyway, he ended up choking on the rabbit and it was really stuck in his throat and we had to call the paramedics. Oh, it was horrible. And they couldn't even help him. So I found a can of Coca-Cola, made him drink that, and it brought it up. But the lesson that I'm trying to get to is that one of my followers, one of my viewers, Renee Riedel, she is a nurse, and she told Ray that the next time he chokes to put his head down. And that saved his life many times after that. Every time he choked, he'd put his head down and he would thank the Lord for Renee and her good advice. So if you ever choke, put your head down. It's really kind of the opposite of what you think you want to do. I would always put my hands in the air. That was kind of the thing that I was taught as a child. But it really put your head down. It did save Ray's life. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Gina. Thank you for your prayers. Hey, Barbara. These birds. I love the birds. You know me, I like to scare them so they fly around. Don't say anything. Sometimes people get so mad, but I'm like, they're birds, they fly. It's what they do. I let other people scare them. Little kids, they love to scare birds. All right, we're gonna get up to the water here. It's a little bit chilly. I can't stay long. I just wanted to hit up that gorgeous sunset and see what God's artwork looks like tonight on Siesta Beach. One of the most famous beaches in the world, and some say the very best beach in the United States. I'll tell you what, the sand is so soft, it's like sifted flour. At the same time, it's hard packed so that people can ride bikes. Sugar-free treats. Oh, I don't give her treats anyway. You know what her favorite thing is, Marita? Muffin is loving freeze-dried chicken. And that is 3% fat, which is not, completely low fat, we found out. But she's eating it. So right now, we're having a little trouble getting her to eat. She's on Serenia so that she doesn't vomit. Wow, you guys have some cold weather over there, and I'm complaining about the little chilly breeze. Look at that sunset. How beautiful. So if anybody has dealt with pancreatitis in their dogs, I would really appreciate whatever advice you have. I see Marita definitely has some good advice. Here's something that I would like to ask you about. So Muffin started foaming at the mouth today, and the doctor gave her something called Entice to get her to eat. We gave it to her yesterday. It didn't happen very quickly. Eventually she did get hungry and she did eat, but pretty quickly the Entice made her foam at the mouth. So what's that all about? Now, we didn't give it to her today, but all of a sudden she started foaming at the mouth, and really bad, like really serious foam. So I don't know what that means. But I looked it up, and there was some information that Serenia does cause foaming at the mouth, that it is a side effect. And if it doesn't, if she doesn't have any problems breathing or anything serious, she does lick a lot, but I hope she's not allergic. I don't know. I worry. But it doesn't seem to be causing too many problems, and she's sleeping now, so. It did not make her gag. But it was like hours ago that we gave it to her, and then all of a sudden she started foaming at the mouth. All right, Barbara. I think it's from the Serenia. And it kind of makes sense because Serenia is an antiemetic, so it makes her not nauseous or vomiting. And also another side effect is loss of appetite, so that's a problem too. But our baby lost a lot of weight now. She's down to 6.8 pounds. It's terrible. It's a little girl. She just skin and bones. How beautiful is this? Hey, Laura. So we're talking about Muffin's pancreatitis. We're looking at a gorgeous sunset. The topic is kind of off kilter to what we're seeing here, but isn't this just beautiful? And I'm sorry for you guys that are dealing with weather that is below freezing or near it. But I'm a little bit chilly, and I've got to get back. You've got to get back to Muffin. But we'll walk back, and you guys can look at the sunset as we walk. You know, Muffin is my fourth dog. Preceding her was Bunny, and preceding her, and they were alive at the same time, was Sambo, and preceding her was Kelly. Those are my girls. All of them waiting for me in heaven. Woo, it's cold. You guys are making me even colder with your 25 degrees. Anyway, I've had sick dogs before. I've healed them, so I'm going to try really hard to heal Muffin. Even though she's 16 years old, her love of life and her joy and her attitude are really good. And I think that anybody who behaves the way Muffin does definitely has a lot more life to live. So I just have to take good care. So I'm headed to the store to buy rotisserie chicken and do something I've never done before. Make my own bone broth. So if anybody has any opinions on that, also how to make your own bone broth, that's my newest thing. And this girl, I might be Jewish mama, I'm not into cooking. But if I had to cook for Muffin, I will do it. Oh, you also had Sambo. Mine was a little black poodle, Laura. Does that make us the R word? Anyway, you're right, Darla. Muffin has such a strong will. She's a very, very special little critter. She's more than a little critter. She's a little princess. And, you know, I might think I'm partial because I'm her mama, but seriously, this dog enchants everyone who meets her. Darla had the pleasure of meeting Muffin and was like under her spell within a minute, if it even took that long. Muffin has some magical quality. Everybody who sees her falls in love. And my love for this dog it's epic. Epic, I love her so much. Gina, okay, Gina, thank you. Please tell me how to make it. I'm buying a rotisserie chicken because I figure I'll let that part get done for me. What do? I get the rotisserie chicken and then what? So thank you. Yes, Linda, she's a princess. For real. Thank you, Laura. I love you, girl. And thank you so much for coming to my birthday party, those of you who were able to actually physically come, and those of you who were watching it online. Thank you all for celebrating my special day. Now, I gotta sell my book, and I'm gonna need your help, because the best way to promote a product, anything, especially a book, is to use word of mouth. So use your mouth. Get out the word. All right, you guys. Coming at you live from Siesta Key Beach. Siesta Beach. The beach report is over and out. Ciao for now. Arrivederci.